welcome in. I've got a tier list thrown together here. This is a beta tier list, not for pre-patch, and this is just from what I've seen. And I am not a rank 1 or gladiator. I am an average player. I think the highest I've ever gotten is 1900. So this is for folks that are like me. I have kids. I'm a father. I have a full-time job. This is for those of you that hop on just for a little bit. And I've already got everything placed here. I'm going to just briefly go over why I think they're at where I've got them. I'm going to start down at Frosty K. I put that down in the not sure because I honestly haven't seen a whole lot of Frosty Ks. Everybody's playing Unholy right now, obviously, with all the great changes that they've gotten. Feral Druid. I think Feral Druid is decent. I do have it in C tier, but keep in mind that that C tier isn't. I'm not saying that they're bad by any means. I just think Feral just needs a little bit more. I'm gonna group Affy and Destro together here. Both of them are doing okay. I think Affy and Destro's damage could be brought up just a hair. Obviously, all Warlocks share the same kit, so all three are very tanky. The Rogue specs, Sin and Outlaw, I think are in the same boat with the Warlock, where I think Sin and Outlaw just need a little bit of a damage buff, personally. Sub Rogue is doing great. Sub Rogue's damage windows are very scary, at least what I've come across. The Hunters, Marksman Hunter, thank God, they are not one-shotting or two-shotting everybody anymore. So I'm actually happy to see them not in the A or S plus tier. Survival Hunter's doing great. Survival's burst damage is out of this world. I love it. It's great. BM Hunter has so I have them on S, but that is a slippery S. And again, with this being for the average player, for those of you that may not know how to avoid BM damage, which sounds like an oxymoron because they're just sending an entire zoo at you. BM can overrun pretty quickly the average player. That's why I have them up in the S tier for this specific iteration. The Shamans are Ellie is hard to play in PvP just because you have a lot of casting. You do get your instant cast procs, but it is a lot of hard casting. But they do deal decent damage if you can get that damage going. Enhanced Shaman, me personally, I think Enhanced Shaman just needs their sustained damage brought up. You pop Ascendance, and I mean, Ascendance is great. Shaman that's the class that I personally main. Ascendance feels great, but I feel like outside of Ascendance, I'm slapping people with goose down pillows. Demon Hunters, both Demon Hunters are up there. Devourer is very strong. Very easy to play, very simple. And they have that nice little mid-range aspect to them, so you're not really having to get up in people's faces all the time unless you're playing the melee build. Havoc Demon Hunter, I struggled putting them into S or A. Havoc is a pseudo tank. The problem that they have, I think why I'm holding back by putting them in S tier, is that if they get a damage buff, I believe strongly that they'll be an S tier class and spec. But right now their damage, it's not bad. It's just it's mid. If it gets brought up a little bit paired with their tankiness, they will be a very big pain in the butt to deal with. Ret Paladins, it's a Ret. They're always good. I'm not really going to touch much on Ret because everybody knows what Ret Paladins are. The Druids, Feral and Boomy. So I have Feral down in C tier. Feral is not in C tier because it's bad. It's in C tier because it just needs a little bit more love. Survivability is a lot better than what we've had in a while. But the damage is a little on the lower side compared to its respective melee counterparts. Boomy is doing great. Boomy has great damage, great survivability. The Heart of the Wild changes are huge. And the Eclipse changes. You no longer have to cast 2 Wraths or whatever to get into your Eclipse. It's a simple button press. It's like a cooldown. So Boomy's in a great place, in my opinion. Dev Evokers just, they're strong. They have good damage, good mobility, good kite ability. Just all around, I think they're pretty solid. The rogue specs, which I kind of touched on, Sub Rogue has just got them. I mean, it's when it's got its dance window up, it is pumping. The mage specs, me personally, fighting mages is a pain in the butt. Especially when I fight a mage that knows how to play mage, because they are very slippery. They're hard to get make contact with. Arcane mage, I haven't dueled a frost mage, but I have watched a couple people duel, and I've even had my buddy duel them. Frost mage seems, the melee counterpart, as they usually are, just constantly slowing. The arcane, I dueled a couple arcane mages, and they were very good arcane mages, in my opinion, anyways. And I couldn't really get to them. And same thing with Fire Mage. So I put them in A tier because I feel like they're, even though they quote unquote nerf their mobility, I feel like they still got it. So keeping them there. Warriors are good. They got decent damage. They got great survivability. It's a warrior. I mean, they're great. And looking at this tier list, it's not going in any specific order. So like Havoc Demon Hunter isn't the best in the A tier. I just slapped him up there. So don't get your mind all scrambled thinking that I put this in any order. Yeah, the Warriors they're doing just fine. Survival Hunter's burst damage is great, which I know I touched on already, but I'm a big survival fan. I don't main it by any means, but I have played it and I love survival. Out of the 3 hunter specs, survival is my favorite. And I'm glad to see that they're doing good. Windwalker Monk, crazy burst damage, insane burst damage. The only reason why I have them in A tier and not S tier is because I think they are lacking defenses. And I guess I shouldn't say lacking. Their offense is their defense. I'll put it that way. So I think they're in a good spot. I just think it's going to take a good player that knows Monk really well to succeed with Monk. And we will touch on Shadow Priest and Unholy DK. The Shadow Priest, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, I did nothing but queue skirmishes. And I queued into nothing but Unholy DKs and Shadow Priests. And Shadow Priest's burst damage is wild. I had a specific arena where the fight started, we opened, I was fully dotted, I kited, and died that quickly. The match was that quick. He blew through all my defensives, couldn't out heal what he was doing. Granted, we weren't playing. I was doing skirmishes, so it was double DPS. Nothing I could do about it. Just wrecked. Unholy DK, kind of the same boat. When they pop cooldowns, especially in double DPS situation, if they pop cooldowns, something's going to die. Absolutely, something's going to die. So yeah, that's what we have as of right now. I'm going to try to keep this going for the average player base as I experience it myself. So yeah, if you like the video, if you want to see more of these, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks.